Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Carla Cooks. In this episode, I show you how to make classic spaghetti and meatballs in a not so classic way. These meatballs you can actually bake in the oven with their sauce so you don't get all the frying grease spatter mess, but you keep all the rich and meaty flavor, so it's a win-win. So here we go. I take 22 square saltines in a Ziploc bag, and yes, 22 is the magic number. And I just begin pounding them out with a heavy rolling pin. You could also use a heavy bottom pan. And just start to break them up. You're looking for a kind of a fine crumble. I'll go in with my hands too, to the places that the rolling pin missed. And just kind of break them up. Go back and forth. And we use saltines instead of bread because the bread can get gummy because they retain a lot more moisture. So place the saltines in a large bowl. This is where you're gonna mix all of your meatballs in. In goes 1 cup of milk. I let that rest for 5 minutes just to absorb all the liquid. After 5 minutes, I'll go through with a fork and make sure that it's just in a paste. And it really was. Most of it gets absorbed. Just going through, making sure there's no pockets of standing milk, getting it all mixed. So here's the meatball assembly part. Grab a baking sheet with parchment line or foil lined. And in goes 2 pounds of 85% ground beef. Two ounces of grated Parmesan cheese, or 1 cup. And here's my herb and spice mixture. It's 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of salt, and a half teaspoon of pepper. And I'm just combining it, and it goes. Very straight ahead traditional spices and herbs that go in. And you're just starting to combine gently. We don't want to overwork the meatballs because they can become tough very easily. And what I usually do is I'll take my hand and make almost like a baseball shape with them and just start twisting at the wrist. And it's a technique that gets them mixed, but they still stay airy and light. I usually do about a scant 1/4 cup. And then roll them into a ball. And you'll get about 24 meatballs, and this is good for 2 pounds of pasta. This step can be done a day in advance. Just form them and then cover them with a saran wrap. Pop them in the fridge. So here they are. I'm gonna cover them with plastic wrap, pop them in the fridge, and then turn the attention over to the sauce. So for the sauce, I'll combine a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil and 10 garlic cloves that have been peeled and smashed in a large Dutch oven, cooking over low heat, and that's the key, until the garlic is soft and golden on all sides, about 10 to 12 minutes. Give a stir occasionally. You don't want to do this and then just walk away, because there's nothing worse than burnt garlic. You would have to start all over. So giving a stir. Once they're nice and golden brown, I'll add 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. And cook this down until fragrant, just about 30 seconds, again at low heat. I then add 2 28-ounce cans of crushed tomatoes. And also 1 teaspoon of salt. So stir it all together, and you'll see the garlic is just gonna nestle in the sauce. It's gonna become very soft and kind of disintegrate into the sauce, so you don't have to worry about taking the garlic out. So one by one, just nestling the meatballs into the sauce. And don't worry about them being fully covered. I bring that mixture to a simmer over medium-high heat, and once I see that simmer, I'll go ahead and pop it into a 400-degree oven for 40 minutes. And this will ensure the meatballs are cooked all the way through and they're still nice and tender. Once I take them out, I'll uncover them. Those look delicious. At this point, they are lava hot, so I'll keep it uncovered for about 20 minutes just to let them cool. After the 20 minutes, I will go in and taste test, see if it needs any seasoning adjustments. And right at the end, I'll add 3 tablespoons of chopped fresh basil. And give another big stir. And this is a big batch. You can make this on a weeknight. It's super easy. It doesn't take long at all. And then you can freeze the other half and make it for just 1 pound of pasta for that night and have another dinner in the freezer. So it tastes good to me. Here I come in with my cooked pasta. While we didn't get a sear on them, they still turn out completely rich and meaty and delicious. You don't even miss the sear on the outside of the meatball. And they pick up the great flavor of the sauce. Super simple, super easy, super delicious. It's a 1-pot weeknight meal that you can get 2 dinners out of. And you've got yourself classic spaghetti and meatballs. This has been another episode of Carla Cooks. I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share with friends. Thanks.